Thank you for being here, everyone, for Monday Morning Dharma. Why don't we go ahead and settle in for some meditation? Please take care to ensure that your spine is straight and relaxed. We're facing straight ahead with our head tilted slightly forward. If you haven't already done so, please go ahead and softly close your eyes. And when you're ready, please go ahead and gently transition into meditation on the inner body. Become the silent observer of sensations that may start in your hands and your feet in the form of a tingling, perhaps a lightness, perhaps a heaviness, perhaps a pulsation. No analysis is necessary. There's nothing to figure out. Just be the silent observer of these sensations and allow a more tranquil, supple, awakened state of consciousness to emerge. It may be that the sensations begin to travel up into your arms and your legs, perhaps into the region of your chest, perhaps into your face and your cheeks. It may be that the sensations remain in your hands and your feet. Either of these experiences are perfectly valid and beneficial. It may be that you observe one universal sensation that extends from the crown of your head to the tips of your fingers and the soles of your feet and all space in between. This is the deeper meaning of this meditation. This is the deeper fruit of this meditation. Whichever your experience, please continue to be the silent observer, like a mountain with consciousness. Now, very gently, very, very gently, please allow your consciousness to become less absorbed as you begin to arise from meditation. Become aware of this entity we've decided to label physical body, and allow your breathing to become less shallow. Taking deeper and deeper breaths, become aware again of the garments of clothing resting on the surface of physical body. Become aware again of your surroundings inside the room that you're occupying. Become aware again of the world that exists outside of the room that you're occupying. Become aware again of nearby mountains, of nearby countries, of nearby continents, of nearby planets. And you can know, of course, that you are not these phenomena, nor are you separate from these phenomena. We dedicate all of the merit from this morning's meditation and Dharma discussion to world peace. May all beings without exception enjoy perfect and abiding fearlessness. May all beings without exception be completely free from all forms of emotional and physical suffering. May all beings without exception be happy, peaceful, contented, and free. Completely fill up your belly and lungs with air, and when you're ready, you can open your eyes and bring your meditation to an end. Excuse me just a minute, you guys. Welcome back. So, you guys, I want to announce a little bit of a format change to our classes, our Monday, Friday classes. After our meditation, I'd like to just offer an opportunity for some sharing, for some connection. Sharing can come in the form of asking a question that relates to a topic that we've been discussing. So in this case, an example might be, I was thinking about what we talked about last week with regard to karma, and I was just wondering about this. Or it could be just a share. It could be a share about something, an insight that you've had, or kind of how your practice of a particular Dharma topic has borne fruit or not in your daily life. The sharing can be in the form of an objection, an objection or whatever. It can really be anything. It's kind of timely because without my having said anything, John here in the meditation room asked a question about mantra practice, and the benefit of linking our breath to our silent recitation of a mantra. So we talked about that a little bit. And when we get to our discussion of mantra yoga in two or three classes, I'll share with you John's question and my thoughts on it. But for now, if you have anything you'd like to share or anything you'd like to ask, please unmute yourself and feel free to.
Hi, Jeff. This is Tetta. Hi, everybody. I'm just really glad to be here today and to share this experience with you. And I'm just glad to be here with everybody. So I'm here in California. I don't know if anybody knows that, in Northern California. So it's nice to be in New Mexico for a minute.
Thanks for sharing that, Ted. We've got a little bit of a California contingent. Mary Lee is in California also, although at the southern end of the state. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. We have been, and by the way, thank you for sharing, Ted. For those of you who like caught off guard, no worries. It was kind of an unannounced sort of format change. But yeah, just know that at the start of every class, I'll allow a little bit of time, maybe the entire time of our discussion, to questions and comments and general sharing, whatever it might be. So we are going to be, I think, in Friday's class, we're going to be talking about a new Dharma topic, at least it's new to us in this class, called dependent origination. Dependent origination is something that I investigated and meditated on during our 3-month break over the summer. And just wanted to sort of share with you sort of what I learned about dependent origination. But before we do that, I felt it really important for us to do a little bit of a review on karma, causes and conditions. And I just want to say, you all, I hope that you, if you haven't already, that you develop the aspiration to become experts in karma, experts in your understanding of karma and applying it to your daily life. It is such a deep topic, so rich, and so many different layers to it. And it is one of the quickest, most effective ways to bring meaning to our lives, really. I mean, karma, and sometimes I think karma has kind of become like this throwaway term. We use it so frequently and kind of so indiscriminately that we sort of, I'll speak for myself, sometimes I feel like I sort of lose sight of the meaning and the power of karma. It's sort of like breathing, really. I do it so often, so continuously, that I sort of lose sight of how important it is. Karma is kind of similar. There have been times in the past when really the only thing that has gotten me out of bed in the morning is my belief in future lives and that karma matters. It's sort of, there are other lives to be lived and karma matters. And that gets me out of bed. I'm going to go get up and start planting seeds, creating causes for future favorable conditions. So I want to develop just a little bit more. I unskillfully in Friday's class tried to address conditions, as in causes and conditions, in like 60 seconds. And, it's just trying to cram 20 pounds of Dharma into a 10-pound bag. It was just kind of silly. So just want to talk a little bit more about conditions. So as I think everyone on this call knows, karma speaks to actions and their effects. And kind of the basic, most fundamental premise of karma is that the actions that we engage in create a cause, and that cause will ripen in the form of an experience in the future. We engage in a positive action, a virtuous action, maybe a beneficial action, that creates a potential within our mental continuum that when it ripens in the future, it will ripen in the form of a positive, virtuous, beneficial experience. The cause of this experience that we're having in this moment right now, good, bad, or neutral, is a result of a cause that was created in the past. That cause was a good, bad, or neutral action that we engaged in. This effect that we're experiencing is the result of an action that we engaged in the past. Okay? The thing is, we get confused about what the causes of favorable, unfavorable, or neutral experiences that we're having in this moment. We get confused about what the cause of this experience is. The cause is an action that we engaged in the past, but we get confused and think that it's the condition that is creating this positive experience. Hopefully it's a positive experience. The example that I used on Friday was sitting on a white sand beach. We think, oh, this white sand beach on the Caribbean with scattered clouds and 82-degree temperature and this tropical drink that I'm enjoying. This is the cause. These are the causes of this positive experience that I'm having right now. No, those are conditions. Those are conditions that are contributing to this experience that I'm having, but it's not the cause, they're conditions. I can plant a corn seed in some soil, and that corn seed is the substantial cause for the ripening of a corn plant. It's the cause, but conditions can also be important. Nutrients in the soil, enough moisture, enough sunlight, and so forth. Conditions matter, but they're not the cause of the experience that we're having. Back to the white sand beach example, how do we know that those conditions are not the how do we know that it's not the conditions that are giving rise to this positive, relaxed, favorable experience? A couple different litmus tests that we can apply. One is that for those of us that have been on a white sand beach somewhere, whether it's Florida or the Caribbean or wherever, sometimes we're not happy. We're not happy in those situations. I've got the tropical drink. I've got the 82-degree temperature. I've got all of this stuff. And I'm fuming about something that happened previously on my way to the beach. Some motorist cut me off, or the manager of the clerk at the hotel was rude to me, and I'm sitting there on the beach with ideal conditions, and I'm sitting there just fuming, miserable, recalling the unfortunate experiences that happened, right? If the conditions were the causes of my happiness, then I would have that happiness and positive experience every single time I went to the beach. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. The reason it does or doesn't work has to do with the action that I engaged in the past that's giving rise to this experience now, not the conditions. Another litmus test that we can apply before we close here this morning. If it were the conditions that gave rise to the positive experience, then everybody would have a positive experience every time they're sitting on a white sand beach with 82 degrees temperature and the Mai Tai in the right hand, right? But there are some people who said, those conditions seem absolutely dreadful. I can't think of anything I would want to do less than being on a white sand beach. Yeah. If it were the conditions, everybody would have the same experience. But we all have different experiences, right? Those aren't the causes of the experiences that we have. It's the action that we engaged in previously that created the potential, the karmic potential, that when the conditions are right, ripen in the form of an effect or a fully ripened experience. All right, you guys, you're the very best. We'll get together again on Friday to talk about dependent origination, a really beautiful and practically a beautiful topic that has great practical applicability to solving the problems in our lives. Okay, have a great week.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff.
You're
Yeah.
most welcome, you guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome, John. Yeah.